All right, Noob back again, this time to talk about a premiere episode of Suits LA, starring Stephen Amell and Josh McDermott. Before I go into that real quick, I want to just take a second and thank you to all of our members, our subscribers, likers, watchers, whatever you are. If you're supporting us, we love you, we appreciate you. Keep it coming. For just $1, you can support my growing need for alcohol, and our memberships will get you some exclusive videos and a little bit more of me, maybe a little bit of nipple shots here and there. Who's to say? But anyway, let's get into Suits LA. Suits had a renaissance on Netflix a couple of years ago. Suits, I watched it from the beginning, then rewatched it. Suits is amazing. So to already have that as the father show and in the shadow of Suits LA was never really a good thing, because you're not gonna live up to that expectation. Because Suits had a very unique premise. Harvey Specter, Mike Ross, had super memory, the super kid basically, and the super lawyer. And he didn't go to law school, but he's better than most lawyers, has more knowledge than most lawyers. Like that would you can't replicate that, because that's very unique. So that's a problem. So Suits LA starts, and I guess from a star standpoint, I don't mind it, because Stephen Amell's great. Green Arrow, I love that guy. I think he's a great actor. So he plays the Harvey Specter-ish type person. And then there's Josh McDermott from Walking Dead, who plays his frenemy, I guess. I don't know what you call it. I guess frenemy. And that he's good, but he's a little weird. I don't watch him in anything other than Walking Dead, so that's like an odd choice for me. But then the supporting cast is all right. They're solid. But the problem is, Suits, the original, had a very unique premise, like I said, where Suits LA just seems like a lawyer show. So which isn't a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. It's just a show about lawyers. Where Suits had like a snarky, phenomenal casting. The original had much better casting, much better premise. And it went on longer. Like, that was back during broadcast television, 16, 20 episodes a season. So they had a lot more to go, and they still pulled it off for 9 seasons. Where this had a premiere episode, and shout out to my fiance. She called the twist, or the betrayal, or whatever you want to call it. She called that. But I don't know. It was a little flat to me. I'm going to watch it because I love Suits. Harvey Specter is coming back for a 3-episode arc, so that's exciting. But I don't know. I don't know what to say other than, like, it was just a flat show. Not good nor bad. And the problem with this is hopefully it finds its footing, but the scores are just getting racked. Like Rotten Tomatoes, audience scores, critic scores, I think they're all in like the 30s or 40%. So the problem is, even if it does start to gain traction towards the end of its season 1 run, I cannot imagine it gets a second season. And it's a little weird, because it's the original creator of Suits, like the same writer, same creator, all that stuff. And I don't know if he, I read in a review, like, he's either trying so hard to not replicate the show because it was very unique, and then people would just accuse him of, oh, there's another genius that has like a super memory, and then there's a protege and all that kind of stuff. So he's either trying so hard to not replicate that specifically, or he had brain damage and just forgot why Suits was a good show, because it wasn't a good show just because it was a lawyer show. It was good because of the dynamic casting, the interactions between everybody, and then the unique premise and the undertones of, protege and mentor and his unique skill sets and all that kind of stuff, and having rivals throughout each season and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. It is kind of funny that it's basically like an Arrowverse reunion a little bit. Stephen Amell, Green Arrow, obviously. His father, who I really need them to explain what the father did with this whole scenario. I don't want to spoil it, but like, there's like this weird dynamic with him, his dad, and his other brother-ish person, sort of dead or alive. Who's to say? Well, we know, but I don't want to spoil it. But and Matt Lesher, who plays his father, who was Reverse Flash in the Arrowverse. So that was kind of funny. So I really wanted him to go to his father and be like, "You failed this city." That would have been good. That would have been a good callback. But they didn't do it, unfortunately. In any case, I don't know. Is anyone else kind of disappointed with Suits? I guess so, because the scores are terrible. So is anyone actually super excited with Suits? That would be more rare to see. Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to keep watching, going to keep doing shorts for you. Hopefully it picks up. Hopefully once Harvey comes back, I'm hoping that's a great 3-episode arc to hook people. So I want to see it grow into a decent show, but right now, not really there. But until then, we are on to the next case.